Katie's pregnant? No, she can't be pregnant. She was dying. Her whole system was shutting down.
I know.
Wow, Nick. A baby. A baby. You and Katie.
This is going to make all the difference in your father's recovery.
As long as Mr. Forrester continues to improve, I see no reason for him to remain hospitalized.
Well, this is his home, Dr. Seifert. When my father finally wakes up, he'll be in comfortable surroundings with things that are familiar.
What the hell's going on here? I was just at the hospital. Oh, my God, Dad.
Isn't this wonderful, Rick?
No, it's incredible, but what about his condition?
His condition is on the upswing. He no longer needs life support.
Dr. Seifert, this is my brother, Rick Forrester.
How do you do?
Fine, thank you. Have we met before?
No, I brought Dr. Seifert in from Europe. He's a coma recovery expert.
Dr. Patrick and his team have been consulting with him. They're trying out some very cutting-edge treatments.
Well, because of his expertise, there's a real chance that your father's going to recover.
This is such great news.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you will excuse me, I'm going to check in with my hospital service.
Of course. Thank you, Dr. Seifert.
Oh, my God, Dad, you're home. Don must be so ecstatic with this.
Actually, Donna's in Europe.
Since when?
Tonight. Spring Line's debuting in Paris.
Okay, but she knows about this situation, right? I mean, she has to. She's the only one who can legally approve of this.
What do you think she would object to having her husband home? I mean, that's what she's wanted all along.
Now that Dad's showing a lot of improvement, why would she want anything else?
I agree, but I think I should call Taylor on this, get her opinion.
What about?
Well, I would like Taylor to check out this doctor's credentials, make sure this is the right situation for Dad.
Rick, your father's well-being is my only concern. That's why I brought him home. I want him here, in his house, surrounded by his family, by the people who love him.
Any word?
From Nick?
Or Bridget? So you don't know for sure.
He'll tell her.
And when he does, she'll be heartbroken. Again. God, Katie, how could you do something like this?
I'm sorry.
Are you in love with her?
I'm in love with my wife.
That's not an answer, Nick. That's not an answer! Although I don't know why it matters, because we're through.
Bridget.
Marriage is between two people, Nick, not three, plus a love child with another woman.
Don't forget about Jack, your stepson. That boy loves you.
Well, you should have thought of that before you slept with Katie. Jack. Oh my God, this all makes so much sense now. Katie had such an issue being Jack's godmother because she already knew that she was pregnant with your child. You both knew, didn't you? How long, Nick? How pregnant is she?
I've known for a few weeks.
Weeks?
It's a high-risk pregnancy. We wanted to make sure that the child made it through the first trimester.
So if she had a miscarriage, you just weren't going to tell me.
We didn't want to hurt you.
Hurt me? You didn't want to hurt me? The fact that you could keep this from me, that's what hurts me. Take me back to the marina.
Bridget.
Take me back to the marina now, Nick. Now.
I would think being here in his own home would enable his recovery that much sooner.
Yes, environment can have a great impact on recovery, especially with a patient who's already had one breakthrough.
I just want him to have every chance possible to have a good life, a wonderful life. Because nobody deserves it more than he does.
Well, this doctor seems to be taking care of Dad.
He is helping Rick. Dad came out of his coma. He's off his respirator. He's home, for God's sakes.
Well, that's a good sign. I think that's a very hopeful sign.
Very hopeful.
So now you can call Donna and tell her about it.
Well, Donna's halfway to France by now.
There's a phone on the jet, Ridge.
I'm not really sure why. Why hasn't Donna been told?
Taylor, isn't this absolutely marvelous news?
Yes, I think it's great for you and me and Eric and all of us. Yeah, it's great. But...
You know, this Dr. Seifert guy. Tell me about him.
Well, he's the, top in his field for neurology. He's very well known in Europe and here in America.
Rick, I think we should just count our lucky stars that the doctor has been available to us as long as he has been.
I am.
So you're thinking maybe Mother hired some quack?
No, Ridge, I never said that. I never implied that. I just think it's a little suspicious that Donna is out of the loop.
That is exactly what disturbs me. I just find this whole thing strange when Donna is the only one authorized to approve these medical decisions, and I don't think you can ignore that, Stephanie.
I don't care about the legalities. I'm only interested in getting Eric on the road to recovery. And I believe that I am doing the right thing.
Some women can forgive infidelity, look the other way, make excuses for their husband's behavior just to hold on to them. Bridget isn't one of those women. She can live without Nick. She proved that the first time this happened. Bridget is so idealistic. What's this gonna do to her? How is she ever gonna be able to trust a man again?
Would you please let me try and explain?
You
this,
can't
please?
explain
We wanted to
this,
spare
Nick.
you the pain of knowing what had happened. If she'd lost this child, nothing would have changed. I love you. I don't want anything to change now.
How can you say that? Everything would have changed, Nick. You two would have been grieving the loss of a child if she lost that baby. Do you remember how we were when we lost Nicole? Now, I would have been there in the dark trying to get pregnant with your child. Do you remember that? We were going to have a baby, a little brother or sister for Jack. And don't you dare say we still can, because it makes me sick to my stomach.
Could we please just go home and think about this?
Wow, you really don't get it, do you? There is no marriage here. It's been based on lies for months.
Bridget.
I maybe could have dealt with this if you had told me right away. But the fact that you're telling me now because you have to, not because you choose to. Do you know what that says about our relationship, our level of trust? There is not, Nick. There is no trust. If there's no trust between a husband and a wife, there is no marriage.
Bridget.
Leave me the hell alone, Nick.